Alright y'all, so I just want to do some quick vlogging right here in the back with the Canon 90D, just kind of walking around talking to you guys so we can kind of see what this vlog setup would kind of feel like and look like. Now keep in mind the sun is facing directly in my eyes. I'm on the Canon EFS 18 to 55 and we at 18. I'm doing this in 1080 60. I was gonna do 4K 24 and 4K 30, but I just thought that 1080 60 would have been a little bit easier just to do real quick, just so we can test out this 18 to 55. Now this 18 to 55 also has image stabilization in it, so I don't have the stabilization, electronic stabilization turned on in the Canon 90D. All right, so I do have a little filter on here, a little dark filter that came with this lens way back in the day. And another thing too is if you see my grass in the back, don't roast me. They just did some spot treatment in that space back there, so don't roast me on that one. All this right here is good though, as you can see. Let me show you, just so y'all won't be trolling me and roasting me. But all this behind me is great. It's just that over there. All right. So but yeah, 18 to 55, a little indie filter or whatever you want to call it. Doesn't have any stops on it. It's just a straight up dark filter. I'm shooting at, this is 6.3. I do feel like we could go down. Let's see, probably go down to about a 5. Let's do 5.6, see what that looks like for a second. ISO is set to 100. I did have it on auto at first, but I felt like 100 was better. But yeah, this is what it looks like. I'm gonna turn on, oh, I can't turn it on now. Let's see, let me see if I can turn it on. I can turn on digital image stabilization, but I can't, so I'll turn that on here in a second and let you guys see that crop that it's going to produce. But what I wanted to do also is see what this looks like, because again, I told you guys that this was going to be a lot of tests for me, because I am in the market for trying to grab this camera up at some point, and I went ahead and scooped it up from Lens Reynolds just to test it out, just to see if I wanted to scoop it up. And you know, this is a lens that I already have, and I wanted to see what this lens would look like on the Canon 90D, because I've already seen what it looks like on my old school T5. And obviously the T5 is old, it don't look good, but on this 90D, I think it's looking pretty good, especially with the dark filter on there. And I wanted to see what this stabilization would be like with me walking and talking and holding this camera instead of the Sony ZV-1, even though that would be my primary vlog camera anyway. Okay, so right now, again, we're at 5.6, walking around a little bit. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop this and I'm gonna crop in just a little bit with the stabilization. I'm gonna leave the stabilization turned on the lens, and then I'm gonna crop in just a little bit. Also, let me know if you guys can hear the lens, because it's constantly focusing, because I have it face tracking. So because it's face tracking, the lens constantly keeps moving and adjusting and making little noises. So I wanna know if you guys can hear that in the video as well. So what I'm gonna do is pause it real quick. I'm gonna turn on the image stabilization and you'll see the crop that it does. And I wanna see what that stabilization looks like. And then I'll go and get the Sigma 18 to 35. We'll do a quick little 1080 60 test with that, and then yeah, we'll get out of here. So let me pause this right quick. Okay, so there's the crop. I've already applied some one level of image stabilization. I won't do 2 because it's going to crop all the way into my face, but I'm doing this because I want to see if it has any micro jitters and things like that, because the stabilization is turned on this lens as well, and then the stabilization is turned on the camera. And that's why I'm walking out here in my backyard, because it's kind of bumpy. You know what I'm saying? I could have just, you know, did some little trips to the gas station and did all that, you know, I guess true vlogging, but I feel like my backyard is very accessible. And, you know, walking around in the backyard, you never know where you're gonna step. You'll never know what toy you're gonna step on or anything like that. So I think this is always a great way to do a little vlogging test, so you can test out the stability and all that stuff. So let me know what you guys think of the 18 to 55. This is a 3.5 to 5.6 lens, so you're not gonna get well, it says 5.6, but for some reason, yeah, what is it, 3.5 to 5.6? I'm looking into the lens, and right now I'm at 5.6. If I go down to 3.5, it might blow it out. So this is what that looks like. All right, and I'm trying a microphone, trying my Boya on the top too. So let me know what you think of this audio. This is not the internal audio from the camera as well. This is the Boya. I got it on top of here. But throughout this video, you will see what this setup looks like that I'm holding. I'll show you the filter. I'll show you all the lenses. I'll show you this whole setup. So, you know, it'll just be like B-roll type stuff, but you'll see it. So with that, let me switch over to the Sigma 18 to 35 f1.8. So we got the 18 to 35 Sigma on here, and this is going to be a short vlog portion right here because this lens on this camera, holding it out with one hand, this is not the move. So if you were somebody who ever vlogged with the Sigma 18 to 35 on a Canon 90D on a Gorilla Pod, bro, hey, shouts out to you, man. But anyway, I got one level of digital, well, the image stabilization, so electronic, I guess, because you know there's no image, no IBIS on this camera. Then there's no image stabilization on this lens as well. So excuse my words, man. It's Saturday. I'm watching the NBA playoffs, so I just stepped outside to knock this out for you guys and for myself as well. But again, right now we at 60 frames. I'm at f6.3 because I don't have a filter for this lens, no ND filter. So, and then there's no built-in ND filter in the Canon 90D like something like how the ZV-1 has. So I'm down to 6.3. We're shooting at 1/125. I got the face tracking going, and I got one level of image stabilization because if I do two levels, it's gonna crop me in even more. My arm is pretty much fully extended out. Got a lawnmower going, and I got my shotgun mic on top, and I just want to see what this looks like vlogging. Just kind of walking around again, like I say, here in the backyard, because you never know what you're going to step on as far as toys is concerned and little bumps and stuff like that. So it's going to help me determine what this stabilization would be like. Now, to go ahead and answer the question, would I vlog with this setup? No, I would not. 100% hands down, I would not vlog with this setup. But what I would do is if I was in a pinch and I just wanted to throw a quick vlog in there and I was going to be somewhere like kind of stationary or just like in a small little area that wasn't going to require me to do this all day, then I probably would be able to knock it out. A quick vlog with this, I would be able to knock it out. But just going outside and saying, hey, this is what I'm vlogging with today, nah, bruh, this is not the move right here. I promise you, this is not the move. This is not a good vlogging setup. My arm, I keep switching it if you don't notice, but I keep switching it because my arm is getting tired, and I go to the gym a lot, and my arm is getting tired holding this up. But anyway, just to get ready to wrap this up, I do want to let you guys know that I'm going to be turning this thing back in. Today is Saturday, NBA playoffs. I'll be turning this thing back in, sending it back on Monday. So we're kind of wrapping it up. If I can make it and get to it, I'll come back, give you guys like a top-down shot or just like a talking head shot. We'll talk a little bit about this camera and my experience for the little week that I had it. Some things I liked, things I didn't like. I'll try to see if I can get that video done. If I can't, with the camera, then I'll probably just shoot it on my ZV-1 and just kind of, you know, throw some clips or some B-roll or something up there of the camera and just talk a little bit about it, but we'll see. Anyway, this was just a quick little vlog test with the Sigma 18 to 35, shooting at f6.3, 1/125, 60 frames a second. Let me know what you guys think of this quality. Let me know what you guys think of this video. Let me know what you think of the lens that we was just using, the Canon 18 to 55. That's a kit lens that came with my T5. Let me know what you guys think of that lens as well. If I had to pick between vlogging between the two, I would definitely pick the 18 to 55 because it's a lighter setup and it makes this camera and this whole setup a little bit lighter. So let me know what you guys think. All right, I'll catch y'all on the next video. Peace.